Sir, Amit Kumar. Present, sir.
Amit Kumar also came. Good morning. ఏదైనా పర్వాలేదు. వచ్చారు.
Sir, please mark me present.
Anjali Gupta.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Sonu also came just now.
Present, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, so today is 21/02/2023. The first one we'll see about a boot processing. In that boot processing has two parts. One is the step-by-step of a boot processing. The second one is we are getting certain issues like post failures, unable to find bootable disk, Bootmgr missing, okay, system loading, this troubleshooting related things also there. Okay. System is slow. That will tell once I told about certain features of Windows 10 and few things in the Windows 10 like what services, startups management. These are all the registries. We'll see that. The first one is about a boot process. So what is this boot processing? What is the boot processing? So I start my PC. I have a desktop or a laptop or a mobile phone, anything, guys. When you press the power button, so power is on. And after some time, maybe after 1 minute or maybe after 2 minutes or maybe 10 minutes, you can start working with the system. So for example, morning 10 o'clock, I came here and opened the laptop, I press the power button. After 5-10 minutes, it start booting. It start, we can able to work. So I can able to open Microsoft Teams, I can join the meeting, like that I can able to, right? So what is happened from your press the power button till you can able to do it, you can able to interact with your system. The process what happens inside your PC, step-by-step process, the boot process. So as a part of BIOS, we will usually discuss about a boot processing, but that time we don't discuss about anything about the MBR kind of stuff. So I will I put here. Okay. So when you press the power button, you power on your system, and user got a screen to work. So that is what the step-by-step process from start to user screen is called a boot process. You can tell in different ways, but you should understand what it is. Okay. So what is exactly a boot processing means? Okay, when you press the power button, from power button, when you power on your system and user get a screen, the step-by-step process from start to user get a screen, that process entirely called as a boot process. What are the steps here in boot processing? Yeah, Manish Yadav already given present. Okay. What is the first step? It is a post. Power on self-test. Okay. Usually we have a small drawing. I will do it first. So I'm telling for our understanding, Normal desktop kind of stuff I'm telling. Okay. Okay, think like this is my monitor. Okay. And we have a cabinet. And the mouse. And we have a main power connection. Okay. So this is my cabinet. Cabinet contains mainly power supply, your SMPS. Okay. Next, we have a motherboard, which is connecting to all our devices. Okay. And of course, we have a hard disk inside. Of course, we have SSDs, but I'm not going to tell about it. So at SSD, but SSD either it is separately connected or unconnected, but same thing on. Okay. And front panel connector. Okay. In the front panel connector, first important one is the power button. Okay. This is our SMPS. This is our motherboard. What happened to this? Okay. Now. Okay. This is our hard disk. Example, here, a DVD. Okay. And on motherboard, we have a CPU. Okay. And a RAM. SMPS to motherboard 24 pin connector. Okay. Small connectors are there. So many are there. Okay. North bridge, south bridge. Some kind of chipset it is. Just leave like that. Last one is the BIOS way. Of course, for CPU power connector and the back panel connectors. Back panel connectors. Okay. Now that how it is get connected, so we'll see from here to here SMPS and here to here CPU power supply, and from here to here hard disk power supply, from here to hard disk power supply. Same goes to this power supplies, data connectivity, front panel connectivity, Okay. Monitor to desktop data connector, keyboard connector, mouse connector, power connector, monitor power connector. Okay. Just for our understanding purposes only, it is not required. That is processor, this is RAM. Okay. So just for our understanding, guys, this is the main power connector. So you will press the power button here. Okay. So when you press the power button, what will happen? SMPS start. SMPS will get started. Okay. So when SMPS is started, it will give power supply to your motherboard and CPUs, hard disk, CD-RAM, and the connected devices. Also, there is small power supply will go for activating the devices. Okay, keyboard, mouse also will get a power supply from your motherboard. Monitor will get a separate power supply. Okay, so the devices will get a power first. Okay, first of all, the devices on the motherboard and connected to motherboard are get a power supply. The next one is your BIOS will try to recognize the devices. It try to recognize the devices and also verifies, make sure the primary devices work. Okay, like a CPU, RAM, on motherboard chipsets, your BIOS chip, these are all should be working. If everything is working fine, it means post is successful. Okay. The first step is post. So what happened to this? Something is there. I think while I'm drag and drop at that prime, we lost it. Okay. So when we do this copy pasting time, it is begun. Okay. First step, post power on self test. So what is the power on self test? That's what I explained. It is when you press the power button, test system test itself to make sure that all components are working and the primary components must be working. For example, keyboard is not working, not a big deal. CD-ROM is not working or not connected, no problem. Hard disk is not connected, not a big deal. Okay, but CPU must be work. Okay, CPU must be work. Instead of P, you can use CPU is a better word. Okay, CPU, RAM, on motherboard chipsets, these should be work. Okay, so if it is works, everything that is a post is successful. What is post, guys? Power on self test. What is power on self test? When you press the power button, system test itself to make sure the components of a computer working. Yeah, hello. Tell me. Okay, that is a power on self-test. If power on self-test is successful, we'll go to next step. Power on self-test is failure, then it is boot failure. So that is first post. First step is post. Next, and next one is whenever at a post time only, your BIOS will recognize the devices, and also in BIOS there is a boot priority. So if you are forget that, I will show you the boot priority part. So where is boot priority? We miss. Yeah, here it is. It is a boot priority. If you see in this boot priority, guys, the first one is CD-ROM. Okay, it is showing CD-ROM or DVD kind of stuff. Next one is removable device. Next one is hard disk. Why my hand is working differently? Next one is network boot. That is not fixed. We can change the priority order also. So when you press the power button, post will be done. Post is successful. Then your BIOS will tell such operating system in the CD-ROM. If you insert any operating system, CD or DVD, then it will boot from CD-ROM. If it is not there, then it will check the next one is a removable device, USB. Okay, pen drive contains an operating system type. Okay, so bootable pen drive, you insert a bootable pen drive means we can load operating system from that pen drive. Bootable hard disk, bootable CD-ROM. What is this bootable? We can boot our system with it. You have a hard disk but no operating system, or not, it is a bootable type. Means you even insert a hard disk, system won't boot. System cannot load any operating system. Okay, so bootable USB. So it contains, for example, Windows 10 or Windows 11. Okay, so it will try to load operating system from it if it is there. Otherwise, then check from the hard disk. Okay, hard disk contains an operating system. Okay, there is a operating system. Normally, all our laptops or desktops, we store operating system in our hard drive only. So it found operating system in hard disk, then it will load. If it is not there, for example, hard disk is disconnected or operating system is corrupted or operating system is not there, then it will check from the network. This order can be changeable. For example, my first order is hard disk. Second is CD-ROM. Next one is USB. Next one is network. Why my hand is not cooperative today? Nothing is cooperative today. Okay. So, for example, I start my computer. Hard disk contains an operating system. It will load immediately. You don't check the remaining things. You won't check remaining things. It load operating system. That's it. Okay. So who will tell this order? Your BIOS. BIOS contains a boot priority. Based on the BIOS boot priority, so system will load operating system. Okay, depends upon the your boot priority. It will try to locate the bootloader kind of files. In generally, our hard disk contains an operating system. So first of all, it try to find MBR records. Of course, either it is MBR or GPT. We are telling in a traditional manner, old manner. MBR record. If hard disk is GPT type, then it is UEFI type of, instead of BIOS we are using UEFI, and hard disk is GPT, so it will try to get GPT record. What is the next step is find out MBR record or a GPT record from your bootable drive based on the BIOS boot priority. Okay, there is a boot priority order. So we'll have to find is this device having an operating system? Yes means load it, no means check in the next. If else type. Okay, so check the next one. If it is contains an operating system, load it. Otherwise, check the next device. So finding a MBR record. Why we need a MBR record? MBR record last class, yesterday class we discussed MBR or GPT record contains about a partition information and bootloader information in the MBR record, means related to operating system. Bootloader information is there. This bootloader is different from one operating system to another operating systems. For example, you take old Windows operating system like Windows XP 2000, 2003 kind of Windows operating system. The bootloader is NTLDR. You take Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11. The bootloader name is Bootmgr. If you take Linux-based operating system, the bootloader is GRUB. Most of the enterprise Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, these are all having Oracle Enterprise Linux. These are all GRUB. GRUB is a bootloader. For certain Linux operating system, the bootloader may changes like LILO, like that kind of stuff. Okay, so bootloader, Bootmgr. For generally we are using Windows 10, so bootloader is Bootmgr. Okay, this bootloader load is into your RAM. Of course, everything all instruction to the RAM to CPU. Okay, so it load into the RAM and it will bootloader. Why bootloader should be loaded first? Bootloader will tell you how to load operating system and where is an operating system, which mode of operating system it should be loaded. So automatically now operating system will be loaded with the help of bootloader, and once operating system loaded, you got a login screen. Once you got login screen, login, and your system starts the default startup services applications, then you can start working with your PC. Okay, so guys, this is your boot processing. What is a boot processing? It is when you press the power button and user got a screen to work. Okay, so user able to work with the system. Step-by-step process happens from that start of your PC to user can able to work with the system called a boot process. What is those steps? We have to know it. Why? Because of actually don't do any steps manually kind of stuff. Okay, it automatically done by system only. All the steps of boot processing. But we should understand because of when you got any issues at a boot time, so we can understand where issues occur. Based on that, we will do troubleshooting. Okay. So the first step of boot processing is post power on self test. When you power on your system test itself, make sure that the primary components are working or not. Once post is successful, then we'll go to the next step is find out a bootable device based on the boot priority. Finding out bootable device based on the boot priorities. Find out a bootable device based on boot priority. Okay, or example like find out a MBR record in the hard disk or a GPT record. Okay, and from MBR or GPT record find out where is the bootloader. Locate the bootloader and load the bootloader. Example, Bootmgr. Okay, bootloader will tell you how to load operating system options, and operating system modes, which mode of operating system you can do. In normally, you may not seen any other mode of Windows operating system, but Windows operating system also having two modes. One is safe mode, another one is full mode. We are all using full mode only. Safe mode is for troubleshooting purpose. In Linux, we have almost like four modes are there. Single user mode, multi-user mode without networking, multi-user mode with networking but no GUI screen. Okay, and another mode is multi-user mode with GUI, full mode of Linux operating system. And one more is there, that is called safe mode kind of operating system is also repair kind of safe mode is also there. Okay. Okay, so your bootloader will tell you how to load operating system and where is an operating system, the location of operating system also tell by your bootloader. Once OS is loaded, you got a login screen, login. So system will start automatically the background startup services applications. Okay, then it is you can start working with your PC. Yes, understand boot processing.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, just came Govind Prajapati, right? So in this one only, in the last, I added a boot processing related issues. So when you start your PC, so post will be launched. After post may successful, may not be successful. If it is successful, next step. Not successful, what to do? And how you know it is not successful? It is a post related error, and what we can able to do it. Okay. So like that, each step we'll try to understand what is the possibility of issues and what we can able to do with it. We'll take one by one, guys. The first one is, this is like a troubleshooting related. Okay. So from here, why this much gap is there? Put it here. This is somewhat better. The step-by-step process of when power is on of a PC on the PC or a system to users working on a screen, that is a boot processing already told. So first step is power on self-test. The system test itself, all the components, mainly primary components like your CPU, RAM, on motherboard chipsets kind of stuff, working or not. If these are working are fine, then it may generate a single beep. So what is this single beep kind of stuff? You can see motherboard. Okay, so this kind of small buzzers currently the motherboard contain this kind of buzzer kind of stuff. Earlier they use a speaker kind of stuff. Now it is either on motherboard or connected to motherboard. This kind of speakers. Okay. So what is the use of this? See, on motherboard speaker it is, or a buzzer it is. Just connected to your motherboard directly in this front panel connector. Okay. So what is the use of this buzzer? So when you press the power button, post is successful, it generates a single beep sound. It generates single beep sound only one beep. That represent post is successful. That represent generally post is successful. If it is not connected, if this buzzer is not connected, you don't hear any kind of sound. So you have to depend upon other parameters. So this is importance of buzzer. Okay. Guys, understand the buzzer part?
Yes.
Next, to confirm is the post is successful or not. To know post is successful, if you see a keyboard, okay, okay. So here it is above the num lock. You can see 3 LEDs. Okay, num lock LED, cap lock LED, scroll lock LED. 3 LEDs are on the keyboard. So when you press the power button, post is successful. These 3 LEDs blink once. These 3 LEDs blink once. So we'll understand, yes, internal components are working good. Internally, not required to be all components. Mainly your CPU sit properly, RAM is working, and on motherboard chipsets are working, BIOS is working. Like that, we can understand these 3 LEDs are blink once. Okay. So another is, of course, within seconds on your monitor, something it will show. Maybe it's a BIOS logo or Windows logo or something loading logo kind of stuff. Okay, or at least if you are not connected your monitor properly, no signal. At least no signal it will show. Okay, so that represent your BIOS part is successful. After that, when you got any issue, that may be because of different components. Okay, that is successful part. What is failure part? Post failure, we have to troubleshoot, but we should understand post is failed or not. One is no beep, if in case no speaker. You don't put a speaker or a buzzer, it won't generate any sound. Or multiple beeps. Multiple beeps. What is multiple beeps? Like it keep giving continuous beep sounds. Okay. Post continuous beep sounds. Okay, so you can follow certain charts, depends upon the BIOS manufacturer. Different BIOS manufacturers are there. Okay, this Edward BIOS, Phonics BIOS, like different BIOS manufacturers. Based on the BIOS manufacturer, different beep sounds are there, guys. So single beep, double beep, short beeps, long beeps, continuous beeps, like a different type of BIOS beep sounds are there. One short beep means normal post operation, two short beep initialization error, one long, one short system board error, one long, two shots video adapter error, one long, three shots. So VGA port related error, three long means keyboard adapter error, continuous power supply error, and another some 999 is given power supply, no beep power supply that stuff it is showing. So memory related errors are there. Okay. So depends upon why I didn't give in these details. Important is depends upon your BIOS. The beep sound meaning will be this. So one continuous beep followed by two short beeps, then pause repeated. No memory detected. One continuous beep followed by three short beeps. No VGA detected. One short beep is VGA detected. Quick boot setup to disable, no keyboard detected. One continuous beep followed by four short beeps, hardware component failure. Okay. It's look like a general, but even we cannot trust any kind of information. Okay. Why? Because depends upon your BIOS, company, manufacturer, the beep sound information may be different. So we cannot depends upon it. Okay. So that's the point. Okay. No beep means speaker not attached. You hear multiple waves, continuous wave, long short waves. It is your BIOS, based on your BIOS manufacturer and motherboard. We can understand where exactly an issue is occurring. Is it a RAM related issue, CPU related issue, motherboard components related issue, power supply related issue, power distribution related issues? We can think of it. Second one is, if in case beep sound concept is not there, no beep sounds, you are getting a blank screen. Okay. On your monitor it is showing nothing on a system, completely blank, black screen it is. Monitor is showing only black screen like this. No logo, no signal concept. Okay. If in case you are getting no signal, okay, somewhere you can see no signal kind of stuff on your monitor. Okay, this is here it is no signal. No signal means, guys, no signal means monitor to system data cable connector is there. The data cable, VGA port cable or HDMI cable not connected properly. Not connected properly. Okay, system is, you power on your system, still you are getting no signal, means not connected properly. Second one is the graphical memory related problem, maybe CPU graphical memory related or a graphic card related problem. You have a graphic card, maybe graphic card related problem, or maybe in your, when I assembled my laptop, my desktop, I purchased i3 processor, i3 9100F. Okay, the processor is i3 9100F model. Okay, this is the processor I purchased it. Now cost is little less reduced. Guys, remember F model. The F model meaning is internal, in the inside a processor there is no graphic memory. Inside a processor, no graphical memory. So you need an additional graphic card for that one. Okay, you need a additional graphic card for that one. This is not 9th generation, it's the 10th generation is given. No problem, whatever it is. So somewhere it will write. So you need a graphic card for this one. I'm not able to check it. So usually graphical memory also it will tell. For any other thing, it is not showing that one. Okay, so I got very worry about that processor. So if I'm taking this, see the cost difference. F model is 6,000 around price. It is 11,000 price. Difference is this contain built-in inside a graphical memory, and this is not graphical. So I didn't get a display. I got a no signal kind of stuff, but I didn't know what happened. So I check all the components, I remove all the components, that is everything is new component. I got a lot of fear, and then I started searching about a processor also. While I'm searching about it, then you need a graphic card information is, I got that one. Like comments, some people even they're telling directly, but we didn't see much. But here they will write somewhere, you need a graphic card, good processor, but we need a graphic card, without graphic card. It is, see, without a graphic card, output display will not be available. Okay, it is cheaper, which is we purchase, but later I realized we need a graphic card. Okay, so graphic card related problems, monitor connectivity problems, no signal. But in a BIOS error, guys, you don't get a no signal. In a BIOS means your post error, you will get a blank screen. Blank screen means post failure. Okay. Next, on a desktop and laptop also, you can see two LEDs. One LED represent power LED. Second LED represent hard disk LED. One LED represent power LED. Another LED represent hard disk LED. Hard disk LED is one blink. Post is failure, so it won't search for a next step. Next step is search for operating system. Then hard disk related information it will get it. So then automatically it won't do next step. Post is failure. No next step means no hard disk LED. Keyboard LED blinking is not there. Keyboard LED blinking, hard disk LED blinking is not there. Okay, blank screen you will get it. Continuous beep sounds you may generate if in case you have it. Okay, guys. So understand post failure. How you know post is failure? Issue at post.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next one is, but issue is occur, so we can understand from the chart like this what kind of sounds it is generating. Based on that, we can assume where is the issue, which component of a system is failed. Is it a RAM related, processor related, or maybe some other chipset related, BIOS related? Okay, we don't know. So what is that? How to detect? We don't use generally in our home kind of troubleshooting, but there is a postcard. So it's a simple card, guys. It is. We have to insert into the motherboard. Maybe for laptop, maybe different kind of stuff. But desktops, it is simply you have to insert into your PCS slots. Somewhere it will show us like this. Somewhere is inserted is this side. Is inserted, and you will it will show certain error codes like this. These LED and these numbers represent depends upon your postcard. Okay, this is a PCA slot, and this is the postcard is inserted, and they start the system. It shows some error code and check in the data sheet. So what is the post error we are getting? And collect the information, cross verify with the data sheets, okay, and understand where exactly issues occur. So you can use a postcard to understand what is the issue or error. Okay, next, of course you don't have a postcard, then what to do? First of all, disconnect the main power supply. Okay, disconnect the main power supply and check one by one connectivity on your system. SMPS to motherboard connectivity, CPU connectivity, CPU power supply connectivity, RAM connectivity. Remove the RAM and reinsert the RAM. Okay, so check the all proper components are connected properly or not. Okay, so next one is again, guys, at RAM time also I told this one. Mostly we blame on the RAM because on your motherboard, RAM is a loose connector. CPU is a tightly fixed. So mostly CPU related may not occur. But everything is tightly fixed on a motherboard except the RAM. RAM is simply inserting type only, right? Insert and locked. But you move the cabinet you have heavy on the cabinet, there is a possibility of RAM issues. And the dust is also most possibly on your RAM, dust formation is also high. So what to do? So better to check your RAM. Better to check your RAM, remove the RAM, reinsert the RAM. If it is having a dust, already I showed how to clean the dust. Okay, so clean up the RAM dust with eraser and use the light blowers to blow out that dust on the RAM slots. Okay, connect it properly. Okay, and what you have to do, cross verify the RAM if in case still you are having a problem. So check RAM is really failure or RAM is still working. Check with this RAM with another system if you possible, and make sure RAM is working, then reinstall the RAM. Not always RAM problem, guys. It can be a processor related or maybe motherboard chipset related, motherboard certain power supply connectivity related also. So one is we are blaming on RAM. So check the RAM related. Okay. Next one is of course CPU connectivity, CPU assembling related. CPU may be failure possibility on motherboard chipsets and power distributions. Okay, so this is we have to verify in the post in case of post failure. First we should know post is failure, and next one is we have to verify the components. So in generally in a not in home type of troubleshooting, in PC troubleshooting people are there. They use these postcards to know where is exactly an issue is occur. So they will troubleshoot according to it. We do general troubleshooting, basic troubleshooting. Okay, post error. Next one is post is successful. Next one is your post is successful. Then post is successful, it will go for a next step, right? So post successful, and your BIOS will tell the boot priority to locate where is the operating system, right? So your BIOS is telling where is an operating system in based on the boot priority. Okay, so system will verify based on the boot priority. This device is having OS, this device having a OS, is having a bootloader, like that, right? And of course, think like this. Your generally our operating system is daily our operating system load from hard disk only, right? So OS will be loaded from hard disk, means you have to locate MBR record. From MBR record, you will get to know what is the bootloader and find out the bootloader, load bootloader, and bootloader will tell you how to load operating system. Okay. But what is the issue will occur? You press the power button, post is successful. On the screen, you are getting boot device not found. Unable to find a bootable device. Boot device not found. Unable to find a bootable device. You are getting this kind of screen. Boot device not found. It is showing 4-5 lines, but sometimes it will show only single line also. Okay, bootable device not found. Sometimes it will show us like this also. Try to boot from the network. Okay, so bootable device not found, unable to find, no boot device found, bootable device not found. Okay, so it will show this thing anytime. Okay. So we don't have a space here. So where to keep this one? I'll put here. Bootable device not found. Okay. Are Bootmgr missing? For both the things, it is a same troubleshooting, guys. Bootmgr missing is a third step column, but still it is, we can able to put a second and third as a one thing. Bootable device not found, or your system will try to boot from network boot. So directly, instead of booting from your hard disk, it shows like I will boot from network. Okay, so now boot device, boot file name received, operating system not found. So this kind of stuff is also same. Just to know what kind of errors purpose only, if it is not even added. Guys, there is a two possibilities if you are getting boot device not found, no operating system found, this kind of stuff. There is a two possibilities. One is hard disk, second one is operating system. Okay, so first one is your hard disk. For example, hard disk is not working, maybe not connected properly. You know, last time I went to my system and morning I started one desktop in our office only. Okay, so there I kept all my virtual machine, two virtual machines I created. So I want to do some work, then I press the power button and I seen this error, like it is trying to get an operating system from network, it's not booting from hard disk. So I get doubt, I tried this one, tried this one, and finally I got it out and check it in a BIOS. In BIOS, guys, again, that's why it's a BIOS is very important to understand. Okay, in the BIOS, it is not showing my hard disk. Okay, it has to show hard disk. So you can see here it is fixed hard disk WDC 1000 GB. It's a 1 terabyte of hard disk is there. Okay, so depends upon this BIOS version. Different BIOS versions will show different kind of stuff. Okay, so I will show you that one. Okay, you can see in this, it's a phonics BIOS. So primary master, primary slave, secondary master, secondary slave. Secondary master, there is a CD-ROM, but primary master, primary slave, secondary slave. Any of other three things, we don't, it is not having any hard disk. You can see this is another type of BIOS. SATA mode. See, can you see hard disk is there? This is hard disk. This is DVD. You can see CD-ROM, DVD. This is second port is SATA port connected to this port is connected to CD, DVD. This is connected to hard disk. This is the hard disk details. When you start your PC at post operation only, you'll get to know what are the hard disks are connected. So here it is. Also you can see this is the boot options, boot priorities. Yeah, can you see SATA 1 hard disk is showing here. This IDE master CD-ROM DVD, but you can see SATA 1. You can see there is a WDC hard disk is showing. No hard disk, no CD-ROM. No hard disk, no CD-ROM. Two hard disks are there in this one. Okay, so here go to the BIOS settings. Go to the BIOS settings. Find out, do you have a hard disk or not? Is it having a hard disk? Is it showing hard disk or not? Go to BIOS settings. Check hard disk is available or not. Yes, hard disk is showing. Means operating system related problem. It's showing hard disk. Means OS related problem. It not showing hard disk. Means first of all, open the cabinet, check hard disk connectivity, remove the connectivity and connect it back, both power supply and as well as data cable, SATA cable, data cable and as well as your power supply connector to your hard disk. Disconnect it and connect it back and turn on your PC and verify hard disk is detecting or not. Of course, you can use outside connectivity, means there is a USB type converter connectivity is there, SATA to USB type. You can use it if you want to, but generally I'm telling. So first important is check in a BIOS settings, make sure hard disk is showing or not. If hard disk is showing means operating system related issue. If hard disk is not showing, then it can be a hard disk is not connected properly. So check the connectivity, remove the connectivity and cross verify the hard disk with different other computers, connect with other computer. Okay, so then make sure that hard disk is working or not. Hard disk is not working, you have to replace the hard disk. That's the only thing. Okay, guys, if hard disk is working, operating system is. Second one is Bootmgr missing or boot device not found. One of the reason can be in operating system Bootmgr is corrupted. One of the reason possibility Bootmgr is also can be corrupted. If it is a OS related issues, there is a simple solution. So insert the same operating system type operating system image. Okay, so like bootable pen drive or CD, DVD, insert it. Insert a install list, means I am using Windows 10 Home Edition. So I need a Windows 10 Home Edition DVD or a bootable pen drive kind of stuff. Okay, for example, you are using a Windows 7 Professional Edition, for example. It need a Windows 7 Professional Edition CD, DVD or a bootable pen drive kind of stuff. Okay, there you can go to repair options, or you can use a repair disk. There is a repair disk kind of stuff is there, or a DAT kind of stuff is there. So you can boot with those repair disks or your operating system, or with operating system DVD or portable USB. Okay, so go to repair options, try to repair your PC, startup repair, you can do it. Or in your CD-ROM or in a bootable pen drive, you can find Bootmgr file. Copy the Bootmgr file into CD drive. Guys, in Windows 10, it generally automatically repairs any operating system related issues are there. Windows 10 automatically repair it. Sometimes it will throw you an error called like a troubleshooting error. Windows 10 troubleshoot, advanced, and there is a startup repair kind of stuff is also there. Documents or pictures, screenshots. Okay, so this is a advanced options in troubleshooting. Advanced options. It will show in troubleshoot. You have to go to troubleshoot option. Okay, go to this troubleshoot option. Then it will ask reset this PC or advanced options. If it is showing in this one, you can choose repair options. You can choose startup repair, or you can use a command prompt if you know any other kind of troubleshooting. It is 85. So in advanced options, you can choose so Windows 10, you will get a, this option is there directly, startup options. Sometimes you will get it, otherwise you can follow the old method. Guys, if OS is corrupted, again for OS corruption, we have a reset option and system image backup option is also, system image restoration option is also there, or otherwise reinstall a OS. Hard disk is working. Remember guys, it's a point is not, I didn't mention properly. I think it is, I am correct, but still some confusion is there. What is working? No means, right? What is working? It's a issue is voice related. Then what to do? First step. First step is repair. Try to repair. Second, reset. Somewhere you can find that one, reset. Startup repair. And reset PC. These two options may help you. Okay, this is. So you have to go to repair options. So one is startup repair, another one is a resetting this PC. And one more is a system image backup restore. So what is this guys? When system is working good, that time only you have to take the system image backup. That time only you have to take system image backup. So I will show you the control panel. Go to control panel. Backup and restore. System image backup. What is this? A system image is a copy of drivers required for a Windows to run. It is also include additional drives. A system image can be used to restore your computer if your hard drive or a computer ever stop working. However, you cannot choose individual items to store. Okay, there is a few things you should understand. One is, if in case your hard disk is stop working, okay, it means hard disk is damaged. So what you have to do? Take a new hard disk. If you have a system image backup, restore system image backup in new PC. One scenario. Another scenario. You have a hard disk. Hard disk contain operating system. Hard disk is working fine, but operating system is corrupted and you lost operating system data. If you have a system image backup, you have taken system image backup like this using these options. So connect the system image backup means you store in external hard disk. Think like you stored in external hard disk and you restore from there. Okay, so you can restore direct system image backup. Okay. So operating system is corrupted, not working. You can system image backup. Two options are there. This is option A, and there is option B also there. Because it's Windows 10, we have a reset option. This reset option will reload operating system applications and remote, but it will reload the operating system, but not like a system image backup. Okay. What are the content in your C drive? Okay. Any other drives for operating system and your C drive, operating system, applications, and your profile data will be backed. Not additional data, guys. Not additional data in your C drive by default. Okay, if you want to add more drives to it, no problem. But C drive contains operating system and your applications and your profile data will be backup by default with a system image backup.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
if operating system is corrupted, then what will do?
Operating system is
Is corrupted, then what will do?
corrupted. Operating system is corrupted. There is a two options. Okay, so OS related problem. So one is if in case like a startup repair, next one is reset option is there, which is I showed just before. Reset this PC kind of option is also there. Okay. Next is if you have a system image backup, you are already having system image backup. Able to restore it. System image backup is there, then restore it.
Okay.
Next one is reinstall OS. So no other that reinstall the operating system. Okay. Hard disk is not working. Hard disk is not working. No choice. Hard disk is damaged. Then what we can able to do it. So add new hard disk. You have to do add a new hard disk. So you have to replace with a new hard disk. If you have a system image backup, if you have a system image backup, then restore. Okay. So you already taken a system restore backup. Then you can able to restore it. Next one is no choice operating system. If you have any backup, then store the backup. Okay. So here it is. Unable to find bootable device and your hard disk is not working. Then what to do? If hard disk is working, so it is operating system related. So there is possible choices like you can go to startup repair options. You can reset your PC if in case your operating system is completely corrupted. Okay, you can reset option is there. Okay, in case of your operating system, you cannot able to do startup repair or reset this PC. Go to system image backup. So restore it from the system restoration if you have it. Three things are not working, so install operating system. That's only one choice. Okay.
Okay, sir.
For reset also, there is a picture I showed. No? This is the picture. So picture number 86. You better, if in case operating system is corrupted, first take the backup from that hard disk. Okay. So use different tools are there, like a DART tool is there, or otherwise, of course, there is a here and boot CD kind of stuff, some different bootable type of possibilities are there. So what to do? Okay, images are may not be in order, guys. Just try to understand. So which this is reset this PC. Okay. Yeah, we didn't complete it. 1, 2 completed. What is the third one? This is the last one, right? The third issue and remaining are almost same. The first one is post-related issues. Second one is unable to find a bootable device or Bootmgr is missing related issues. Okay, so the first one post-related issues. The mostly the primary components like a CPU, RAM, and a motherboard on motherboard related issues. Second one is unable to find boot device or Bootmgr missing kind of stuff is your hard disk and operating system related issues. Okay, this is Bootmgr missing. The solution already given in a second step only. Okay, so it's possible that your Bootmgr is corrupted. What to do? Do the startup repair or reset this PC kind of stuff. You can copy Bootmgr file from CD-ROM or USB to your system. That is also there. Okay, earlier days we have done for Windows 7 and Windows XP time, Windows 7 time, Windows Vista. Bootmgr missing practicals we have done. But coming to the Windows 10 kind of stuff, Windows 8 and Windows 10, it repairs maximum automatically. There is a reserved partitions are there now, which we cannot see from my computer, but you can go to disk management. There you can see reserved partitions. Okay, what they will do, they have bootable files. If in case your bootable related issues occur, startup related issues occur, Windows 10 repair itself. Okay, you need to do lot of hardware. Windows 10 repair itself. Okay, that's why these learning become very less. but you should know what is the basic repairing stuff. Okay, so that's it. So what is the bootloader missing kind of stuff? Next, loading an operating system. Mostly you don't get a problem with loading an operating system. Okay, because of already OS is installed OS, no issues because already it is compatible. Okay, any OS related issues will occur. It is occurs at start only, not later. Okay, and you will get a login screen. Once you log in, so you will get a startup services, everything will run. Up to here it is boot processing, guys, but at fifth step, these questions will rises. What is that? When you log in, after login, background startups services, startup applications will run automatically. So what happened? Your system becomes slower. You start at 9 o'clock, so you can work with the 10 o'clock. Even my laptop. So when I come here, so almost 10 o'clock I reach. First I will open the laptop, then press the power button. Then I start doing remaining works. I having some coffee, tiffin or something. So it will take 10-15 minutes. So then I can interact with my laptop. Okay. So why? Because it's the background services and applications. Max to max I disabled it, but still it is there. So this is another issue, guys. After booting your system performance is low, boot time is taking more time. So some people blame on the hard disk. Okay. Okay. Some people blame on the hard disk. I want to move to SSD. It's not a blaming on hard disk, guys. It is mainly important to understand more unnecessary applications in your PC, more applications in your startups and your services. See, it is unnecessarily we install some applications. If you are not using, then still we are doing. Okay. For example, last time what happened, I have a VS code. Okay. So practicing Python, I decided I will use it only for Python. So later what I done, I keep adding other tools. So it has become very slow. Other extensions. So when you open VS Code, not only Python, other extensions are loading, it become very slow. Okay, so like Eclipse kind of stuff. So what I have done, I installed it. Recently I installed. What happened? The old extensions are keep installing. I remove all extensions. Then I added only Python. Okay. So what is the thing is, guys, unnecessary attachments, even you don't use it, but it will runs in your PC, it slow down your PC. See, so many processes are running in my PC. If you see, this is a startups. If you enable all these applications, okay, when I start my PC, all these applications will run automatically. So because of that one, what happens, system become slower. In the services also, there are a lot of services, automatic services. When you start your PC, the services will run automatically. So obviously your system is, whether you are using that particular service or application, still your system is processing it. It means your system become slower. It consumes your processing and your RAM and your hard disk. So utilize your processor and your memory and your hard disk and the network and your other resources also. You have to control these things to give a good performance, like uninstall unnecessary applications. You have multiple lot of applications you are not using now, better to uninstall those applications. Okay, disable certain startups which we are not using. Okay, stop the services and keep in manual or disable mode. Of course, that part I will explain it again, just as part of troubleshooting in boot time. So I told this. Yes, this is about your boot processing and issues at boot processing. One is at post related, second is Bootmgr missing, unable to find bootable drive. So what are the possible things it is occurs and how it is we can able to solve it. If you read one or two times and search in Google also, you'll get to understand how to troubleshoot these issues. Okay. Next one, we will going to discuss a few points in a Windows 10, and there is a few some more points are there like a Windows 10 services, registries kind of stuff. First, I will tell Windows 10 basic features of Windows 10. Okay, and then I will explain the services, registries, all kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, take a break, guys.